Okay, so today I've had the mother of all hangovers. I mean, seriously, I've had hangovers in the past, but today this one, this one cut the cake. It really did. And the reason for that was because I was actually up very, very late last night streaming to Twitch, which kind of went okay, but I didn't really intend for it to go on as late as it did. I was kind of under peer pressure from my subscribers who were like, oh, don't go yet, play a bit more, do some more streaming. And realistically, I started out playing Call of Duty Ghosts for quite some time, and I was trying to keep it as entertaining as possible, but the noobs were out in full force last night. I don't know why. It was a thermal Riley fest, so there was there was some pretty good moments of me getting quite cross and ticked off on there, and everybody seems to enjoy that from time to time. But yeah, I ended up staying up a little bit later because people wanted me to then switch over to Black Ops 2, which I did, and people were kind of enjoying that. I had a couple of subscribers jump in again with me, and it just went on for a little bit longer. But I was enjoying it so much. When you do something and you're enjoying it, time flies, and that's what happened. The stream initially started out quite rough around the edges. I put my bitrate up on because I was running it through my Elgato, and I put my bitrate up maximum because I was under the impression, this is what I've been told, if you've got a good upload, put your bitrate straight up. So that's what I did. I whacked up to maximum. I think it was about 8 Mbps or something like that. I put it up to maximum, and unfortunately the stream was kind of buffering every now and then. So somebody said whack it down to 480p, which I did, and then the stream looked like shit. It looked terrible. So I kind of met it in the middle and I stuck it up to 720. No more lagging, nice HD quality. Fiddled about with the audio a little bit, and I got a bit of a stream running, and I was really pleased with it. Considering the last time I tried to do it, there was a few people coming in saying, "Wow, I didn't even know you streamed. I'm really surprised about that." To be honest with you, I didn't really up until last night. I've obviously had a couple of experimentation times, which, with all experiments, sometimes it goes boom and explodes and blows the chemistry office up. And that's exactly what happened the last time I did it. It just kept kicking out and going offline. And I was kind of nervous and pensive about it last night, but everything went okay and everybody seemed to enjoy it. For those of you who were there, I was quite annoyed because you'll probably remember that moment where I was playing against that Cockney guy, a fucking Cockney geezer. I'll tell you what happened. Basically, there was a little bit of reverb and a bit of feedback going on my microphone, and somebody said, what a loyal patriot always does is he unplugs his microphone and then plugs it back in. So I did that. And down to my complete and utter amateurness, I forgot to check on my Elgato software to make sure that it was still recording. What happened was it stopped. So, obviously I'm sitting there having a conversation, talking to people, answering questions, and nobody can hear a goddamn thing. And I wasn't reading the comments. I saw the odd one of people saying, I can't hear you, but I thought it was one of those things, it was a bit of a different experience for everybody. And there was this guy, this Cockney geezer, and he was absolutely fantastic. I tried to friend request him, and unfortunately, because I've got so many friend requests, it seems to count as a friend. I don't know why that is. It wouldn't let me do it. And this guy was so funny, and everybody in the stream was enjoying what he had to say. He was one of the worst ragers I've ever come across, but it was in a comedic way. And the thing was, people started messaging him. Some people in the stream were sending him messages over Xbox Live, and that was making him worse. He was like, what the fucking hell? I'm getting fucking hacked here. I don't believe this, you bastards. Go on then, fucking hack me, see if I care. Oh man, this guy, I can't really capture the moment, but it was so funny what he was coming out with, and I was literally howling with laughter all the way through, and unfortunately people just didn't pick up on that because nobody could hear me. So yeah, it was a pretty successful stream by the end, and I did really enjoy it. The other thing that bugged me, and I don't know why, does anybody else with Xbox Live have this problem? I'd be really interested to know that it's not just me. I've got my configurations to my Xbox pretty damn perfect. I kind of get a decent optimum performance. I'll give you a quick run through of what the setup is. Basically, I run in wired. My internet speeds are good. I have my ports forwarded 3074, 88, 53, all those relevant ones. DHCP's in reservation on my router, and all the standard bits and pieces. Now generally when I game it's good, I get a nice open NAT, it's fine. Last night for some reason I turned it on, nothing had been changed, and it came up with moderate NAT. Now I don't know why that is, I don't know why that is, whether it's just a BT thing or not, but obviously I tried streaming with that moderate NAT, and it was kind of getting to the point where it was getting difficult. I made it clear to everybody. I said, look, I've got moderate NAT, I'm going to have to turn the stream off, sort my shit out, and come back. And what I had to do was come off and assign the universal plug and play and set my static IP to automatic, which I don't like to do because obviously then it doesn't receive the benefits of the port forwarding, and you know, I had the open NAT then, but it just didn't feel like a quite good optimum connection, and I didn't do as well as I normally could have done. Obviously when you're streaming you want to do your best, you want to have some fun, but you want to do your best. So yeah, there was a few hiccups that occurred, but everything seemed to go pretty much okay, and the good thing about it is I now have the confidence to stream whenever I see fit. Nothing is holding me back now. Look at me, mum, I'm a big boy now. I fit shirts, I shave, I can go out on the town and punch the shit out of somebody if they look at me the wrong way. You know, so everything's good. So I hope you enjoyed the gameplay, guys, and I will see you again on the next stream and on the next video. Apocalypse done.